Okay, good afternoon. My name is Victoria Gutierrez, and I'm going to talk about Walt Disney. Well, the life of Walt Disney, when he was a child, he born when with his parents, which were farmers, and they lived on a farm. But as he was very young, he couldn't help them. So they started one of his biggest passions, that were growing. And after it, after some years on the farm, his father became sick, so he needed to move to Chicago, and he started studying on McKinley School, where he met his best friend, that is Iwerks, a person who he built relationship with. And after studying, they decided to create a new company about animation that was named Disney and Iwerks Company, but they weren't successful because they didn't have enough money for sustain the company, and also they didn't have clients. So they went to a company that is on Kansas of film, and they worked there almost 2 years. And there they learn a lot of things about all the animation. And on this time, he also learned a lot of things. He looked for books and everything. And after 2 years working there, they founded their first company that is named Love Green Studio, and it was of Disney and Iwerks. They created the first short film that it was Alice Wonderland. They were very excited, but no one were interested on investing on their company. So Disney moved and met this girl that is Margaret Winkler. So she invested almost all her money producing the short film. And as he looked that the company worked very right, he asked his brother Roy Disney to invest and to manage the financial part. And almost a lot of experts say that all the things that he did on the financial part, that Roy Disney did on the financial part, are the reasons that Disney is what is now. And that was just the beginning of Disney Bros. Studio. So they were with this short film, Alice Wonderland. So this girl, Margaret Winkler, talked with the Universal Pictures, and they asked her to create a new character for funny and animation. And they born Oswald, that was a lucky rabbit. And on the creation of this character were involucrated Disney, Iwerks, and a lot of people that were working with him on Kansas. But one day, when Disney went to New York, he met this guy that is Charles Dix, and it was Margaret's husband. So he said, like, okay, Disney, we already took all the rights of Oswald because we bought it to Universal. And he said, like, I have almost all your creative team, and we will create a new company. So if you want to continue working with us, you need to give us a little money and everything. And Disney says no. He was very lost. He didn't have enough money and everything. But Iwerks and Disney create a new character that it was Disney. That it was Mickey Mouse. As you can see, it's almost the same as Oswald, but the ears are different. It was going to name Millerton or something like this, but Disney's wife said, like, it's better Mickey Mouse, and now it's more famous. So at the beginning they weren't famous because it was a normal mouse. So he created the first movie, Steamboat Willie, that was the very first movie that was with instrumental music. So it became very famous. And after 1934, they were working very closely, iWorks and Disney, and they created Snow White, that was the most successful movie of Disney. After creating this, they continued creating several movies, that one of them was Fantasy and Pinocchio, but no one were as successful as Snow White, so they created Dumbo. Well, why I admire this guy is that he had a really, he had a lot of vision of it. One of the biggest examples is the Walt Disney World. Well, the main purpose of this was to create a place where their employees and their families could have fun on their free time. But he went around the world searching for parks of fun, and he didn't find anything. And he said that everyone were without topic, and in addition, it were almost 30 old. So he created what is now known as Disneyland. Well, an important thing is that Disney has been always improving, although he died for a cause of lung cancer. The company continues with his vision, so now the company is very famous. As you can see, also they introduced a new thing about it, that is the Disney Cruise, that is with a family cruise where you can travel around the world, and it has the Disney signature, that are the Mickey Mouse ears. And also now the most important thing about Disney now is that they are opening market on the thing about weddings. So as you can see, you can go to Disney and have a wedding as on Disney. And the most important thing about Disney that I really admire about him is that almost all the movies, all the series and everything have this value about friendship and loyalty. So one of the things that I really like about him were the two phrases that I have right here. If you can dream it, you can do it. Always remember that this whole thing start with a dream and a mouse. So it was very simple because he always wanted to draw and continue with this market, and although he had some bad steps with Oswald and everything, he created what is now Walt Disney, and my favorite, that is, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Thank you.